Hey, what's up, guys? I think it's been like a week since I did my last video. Sorry about that. I've spent a lot of time basically playing this to get a review up of it. And yeah, I just finished beating it. I think I beat it yesterday. I finished up the rest of the fixer contracts today. But did all the side missions. I did a couple online stuff, so I got a taste of it, but it's there. And I obviously went through the main storyline, and I loved it. Kind of had that feeling this game, like I did in the first Assassin's Creed. It was better than the first Assassin's Creed, I'll say that, because the first Assassin's Creed has a lot more flaws, but playing through the first Assassin's Creed was like, this is really cool, and I hadn't really played something like this before, and though there were flaws, it was like, these cool mechanics make up for it, and that's kind of how I felt about Watch Dogs. The gameplay itself is really, the hacking dynamics, especially when you're doing like stealth on a lot of the main missions and stuff, really cool. It's just a lot of neat elements that I thought really changed it up, and it looked beautiful on next gen. Let me start with that too, talking about graphics. It does kind of look like GTA 5, but GTA 5, let's not forget, looks great, and even though that wasn't on next gen, it still looked awesome, and this game also looks awesome. I would say it looks a bit better in GTA 5. Not as much as I would like for a next gen game, but definitely great. As to their story, I know a lot of people hate on Aiden as a character, but I thought Aiden was cool. You know, he's just a guy who's learned to be better. It's kind of like a Batman situation. Stuff happened. He's just sad and depressed all the time. But I think at the end of the game, where he's at the end, spoiler, he lives. Just ruin that all for you. That now this is a guy who is trying to be better, and even though some of the gameplay does kind of intersect with your moral compass that you supposedly had, it's a game, and you're gonna have to get used to that, because you don't really have to kill a lot of people, but there are a lot of people you kill because that's what you gotta do. And the side characters I thought were all cool. T-Bone was he only showed up like halfway through the game, but he's fun while he's there. The fixer dude, really funny. The villains kind of bland. They're basically just, hey, we're evil to be evil and to make money. But yeah, with the story overall, I thought it was a nice redemption-ish story, also a revenge story. And is it the greatest one? No. Is it predictable in places? Yes. But while story is very important, and this, like I said, has a story that I liked, this is a game, not a movie, so the story doesn't have to be the most important thing. Like something in GTA 5 where the story really stands out, elevates it. This is still a game. It doesn't need that great story, but it does have a story that I liked, and I actually liked Aiden, where other people were like, hey, he's just whiny and doing nothing all the time. I was like, okay, I respect him. But yeah, the gameplay, the driving, I thought you're supposed to be like an expert driver or something, and it doesn't feel like you're an expert driver, but you kind of do the focus thing like Franklin can in GTA 5, and the driving, it's harder in GTA 5, easier in GTA 4. It's a good aspect of driving, and some of the driving missions are actually really fun, not funny. The ones where you gotta hack people as you're chasing them, I think were cool. There's a couple tailing ones, and tailing in any video game just needs to go, because there's no way to tail, especially in a car, given the fact that if you hit the gas, you're always accelerating at a certain point. It just doesn't work, so tailing, be gone with yourself in video games. The hacking that you can do while driving is really what makes it fun, because you can turn around a pike, put blockers behind you, make the car behind you flip, steam pipes, traffic lights, everything you can control is really cool. And the comedy that's in there, and yes, there is some, comes from these sort of side missions and whatnot. Like when you're doing these privacy invasion things you can find, which are cool because they're like little puzzles in these things, and I really like the puzzles they had in the game, which is why I like the side missions. There's even a cameo by Aisha Taylor in there. It's really funny. Breaking Bad references, a couple Game of Thrones references. Like, you came across this couple that were twins, and it's like, that's a nod to Game of Thrones. Cancer patients and stuff. There's a nod to Breaking Bad. So all these nods and Easter eggs that they had through all the different side missions were just really cool, and reading all the different person stories. Then we get to one of the aspects where it kind of fails, and that's the multiplayer. People can invade your game, which is fun, but it can get it didn't happen to be much, but it does get bothersome. Sometimes when I'm about to start a mission or side mission, it's like, you're being hacked, you can't do it, so then you gotta go chase the guy down. But those are fun, and then hacking into other people, it's fun, but it just feels kind of tacked on. Like I said, online tailing, bad. I only played like 15 minutes of free roam before I got bored, because, oh, well, it's basically like what GTA Online was when it first launched, which was nothing to do. So, and the races are races. I mean, that's basically it. So the online, not the greatest, but not terrible. But if you're getting this game, it's going to be because of the single player, and there are hours of stuff to do. I think it took me 40 hours to do everything, and I still don't have all the achievements, because I still need to do some of the online achievements, and one set of collectibles with the songs that are randomly spawned, and that's annoying. So besides that, all the achievements and everything, pretty easy. The gameplay, really fun. There are some challenging missions that can be frustrating, and it's just what I think is a neat take on the open world genre. I give Watch Dogs, we're gonna give it an A-. Higher than most people, but a really good game, and excited to see if they can make the leap from Watch Dogs 1 to Watch Dogs 2 they did with Assassin's Creed 1 to Assassin's Creed 2, because then Watch Dogs 2 might be my favorite video game ever. So yeah, that's my thought on Watch Dogs. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.